I'm Bernadette Bella. Mummy's Wish is all about mums, and this is my story on becoming a mum and how Mummy's Wish was born. In April 2003, my journey into motherhood began and my pregnancy progressed perfectly. In January 2004, my gorgeous son Tiernan was born and life was good. I dreamed of giving Tiernan a little brother or sister, and in February 2006, I was delighted to find out I was pregnant. In April 2006, my world came crashing down. I was 14 weeks pregnant and found out I had a very advanced cancer. I was told my unborn baby would not survive the intensive chemotherapy treatment that I needed and that I would not survive more than 2 weeks without it. I was told that my only chance of survival was to choose my life over the little girl growing inside me. I could give my son a mother or a sister, but not both. I became a mother to my daughter the moment she was conceived. My role as her mother was to protect her for as long as I lived. I couldn't choose my life over hers. I chose to keep my little baby growing inside me and to have treatment and put the decision between her life and mine in God's hands. The doctors strongly disagreed with my decision and advised against it. I knew that God would do what was right for us. He would make the decision on whether we both lived, we both died, or only one of us survived. I couldn't live with that decision being mine. So I began full-blown chemotherapy at 14 weeks pregnant. I couldn't wait because the cancer was too advanced and was already life-threatening. My parents and siblings supported me, even though my decision meant they might lose both me and my unborn daughter. Treatment started and I was very, very sick. I spent most of my time in hospital. Family and friends prayed for the survival of my unborn daughter and myself. One of my aunts is a Mercy sister in Parramatta, and our family has a strong and long connection with the Mercy congregation. Family, friends and the Parramatta Mercy congregation prayed that God's will would allow us both to survive. When I was 28 weeks pregnant, my baby completely stopped growing and developing. My body was too weak to survive the trauma of a caesarean birth. It took 5 long weeks for my body to be strong enough to survive. During that time, we prayed that her little body would survive the wait. Ariel came into the world a tiny 3 pounds. She was breathing on her own and had a head full of hair, which was a lot more than what I had. She amazed everyone, and we hoped that meant the chemo had not affected her. She was perfect. I couldn't believe all was okay. Ariel went home from hospital. I continued treatment and eventually thought the battle was over. I proved it could be done. I was cancer-free and had a healthy baby. All the praying had worked and my little family had been granted a miracle. It was now the time to begin to enjoy the gift God had given me. But God had other plans. After 6 short weeks in remission, life came crashing down again. So much worse this time as I relapsed with an even more aggressive tumour. I started aggressive chemotherapy, but the chemo didn't work and the tumour grew even quicker. They were going to try salvage treatment, but hopes were dim and I was told to prepare for the end. I underwent back-to-back stem cell transplants and it was the darkest, most hideous time of my life. On the days I wasn't near death, I was in so much physical pain I wished I would die, but I knew I couldn't leave my 2 precious children without a mum. I had to keep going for them. Whatever pain I had to endure, it was worth it if it meant my kids got to grow up with their mum. Once again, family, friends and the Parramatta Mercy congregation prayed for my survival. Mary MacKillop was being canonised at the time and everyone also prayed to Mary MacKillop to give our family our second miracle. I spent 4 months in treatment and in and out of lucidity. Some days nurses told me it was okay to let go, I'd fought enough. But I couldn't leave my kids without a mum. Ariel had barely seen me. I needed to survive so she knew who her mum was. I needed to survive. So I made a promise. If I was allowed to survive, I would start a charity to support other mums going through cancer treatment. Somehow I survived and eventually went into remission. But my chance of 5-year survival was less than 30%. The stem cell transplants gave me life, but not the life I was used to. But I don't like to show the pain and struggle that lies beneath. So each morning I put on my face and show the world a happy, energetic mum because I know how lucky I am to be here. But not everyone is so lucky. and I didn't forget the promise I made, and so Mummy's Wish was born. During treatment, I'd met another lady who had cancer whilst having a newborn. She shared my passion for the charity idea, and so together we started Mummy's Wish. Friends and family supported us and helped get our crazy idea off the ground. We started helping other mums, providing whatever practical help they needed to ease the burden of treatment on their young families. We provided photos that might be the last ones taken together as a family. We provided help with babysitting, house cleaning, paying for parking, or anything else that make the journey a little bit easier. We started from humble beginnings and grew into the amazing charity that Mummy's Wish is today. We now help mums throughout Queensland and in Sydney and northern New South Wales. We continue to expand and be able to provide our services to more families devastated by a cancer diagnosis. I like to think that God would be pretty happy with what I did with the opportunity He gave me by allowing Ariel and I to survive.